Ladies and gentlemen, how do you like my new hairstyle? But guys, welcome into another edition of my Top 10 College Football Best Bets Week 11 edition. And I looked at the slate last week. It was phenomenal for me. This week, we've got a boatload of games to talk about. Let's get into Best Bets Week number 11 college football. Number one, we've got Boise State minus 14 versus Wyoming. You know, I consider myself a Boise State expert. That's 2 times now I've correctly predicted Boise State to win as 5 or 6 point underdogs. This team is pissed. They're facing Wyoming. I have a lot of respect for Wyoming. This is a Friday night game, I think around 9:30. But again, it's at Boise State, that bright blue field. 14 points, very easy cover. Wyoming does have a good defense, but I'm a Boise State expert, and this Boise State team, they're on a rampage. This is a top 10 team in the nation right now. This is a lock, minus 14. I think they win like 35-10 or something like that. Again, Wyoming, good defense, but only 14. Are you kidding me? Vegas isn't reacting fast enough to compensate for how good Boise State has been. I would take Boise State if they were minus 17 at this point. Take Boise State, an easy early win on a Friday. Number 2, Michigan at Penn State, the under 48. So yeah, this was a little bit of a reverse psychology I'm doing here. You take a look at Michigan and Michigan State. That game, surprisingly high scoring. You know, you think of Michigan, run the ball, ground and pound team. This game, I think, lower scoring. I've got Penn State winning this game in a close one, but I don't feel confident enough to bet it. I think Penn State is -1 right now. They're actually the favorite at home. But yeah, the under in this game, you're looking at like a 23-20 type game, maybe a 20-17 type game. Michigan, Blake Corum is out, so that's one of their top running backs. They like running the ball. I think it's going to be tough for them. Penn State, really good defense. Offense, you know, if Michigan can contain Jihad Dotson, I think both these offenses are going to struggle. The under 48. Also, it's a noon game. You know, tough to get up for. It's going to be early there in State College. Be a little interesting. Give me the under 48 in that one. Oklahoma at Baylor, the under 63. So this is a very interesting game. Big noon kickoff, which I absolutely hate. I think Big Noon should be disbanded. You know, I don't know why you're putting primetime, you know, these games at noon. I don't understand it. But Big Noon kickoff is in Waco, Texas at Baylor, and it's a 11 a.m. Central start time there in Texas. So this is a really early game for such a, you know, big matchup. I know Baylor lost last week, so that really took the sting out of this game. They're now a 2-loss team. They're probably going to drop out of the top 15 in the new upcoming poll Tuesday night. But just give me the under in this one. Baylor still has a decent defense, not a great offense, but Oklahoma, they've kind of struggled to score. Caleb Williams, he's, you know, except for the last game, Caleb Williams, 6 touchdowns, but you take a look at them against Kansas. I'll take the under. Weird 11 a.m. start time. Give me the under 63 in that one. Number 4, Wisconsin minus 24 versus Northwestern. Wisconsin is pissed. They're tired of it. I think they win this game like 40 to nothing, quite frankly. They're at home. It's a noon start time. I don't know if Northwestern scores in this game. Like, to me, so give me Wisconsin minus 24. They're on a roll. They just destroyed Rutgers 52-3. I think they cover easily due to their defense just not giving up anything against a bad Northwestern offense. Houston at Temple, the over 55.5. I just take the strategy where every Houston game, I bet the over. And last week was a complete lock. Temple has a worse offense. I understand that. But over 55.5, I think Houston gets into the 40s. Their defense isn't the best. This Houston team, it's just they score a lot, but they also give up some. You're going to love the overs. The over with Houston, take the overs. They're locks, over 55.5. I know Temple, not the greatest on offense. They just got to get me 14 points. Just generate 14 points. Houston can get into the 40s, and the over hits very easily. Number 6, Western Kentucky, minus 19.5 at Rice. Oh, yeah, so the thinking here is Western Kentucky has a really good offense, and Rice is really bad. So when you're talking about 19.5 points, obviously, Western Kentucky is the heavy favorite, but they have a great offense to where I think they can easily generate 45 or more points against Rice. And then it just comes down to, can they hold Rice in the lower 20s? Oh, I think they can very easily. I think Western Kentucky can put a 50-burger on Rice. Rice is terrible. Their defense is really bad. Again, Western Kentucky, they throw the ball a lot. They average a lot of passing yards. This team scores a ton. Really good matchup for them at Rice. Vegas isn't reacting enough to this one. The spread should really be about minus 24. Minus 19.5 is great value for Western Kentucky. Way better than Rice. Give me them. Number 7, Troy plus 6 versus Louisiana. Oh, I love this one. Troy. Guys, a lot of people don't know this. Troy has one of the best defenses in college football. Absolutely one of the best defenses. No fly zone. They're unbelievable. Louisiana, they struggle heavily to throw the ball. I actually like the under in this game as well. I'm guessing the over-under is like around 52. I don't know what it is exactly, but I like the under in this game as well. But give me Troy plus 6. I think Troy wins this game outright. Louisiana, they struggle to pass the ball. They struggle to throw. Troy will expose their, Louisiana being one-dimensional, and they probably get this one, but give me them plus 6. USC at Cal, the over 52.5. These are just two teams who are just sick of it. They're tired. They're right around 500. USC can throw the ball. I know they're not without Drake London. I understand that. That's why the over-under is only 52. The thing is, California, they can sling the rock around a little bit. I like these two teams. I believe this is a 3:30 start time, maybe 7 o'clock. I'm not exactly sure. But give me the over 52.5. Not a hard number to get. 30 to 27 gets you there easily. Competitive game, back and forth. Over 52.5, not a tough number to get. Two mediocre defenses, two offense that can throw the ball, quarterbacks that have shown the ability to generate significant yardage, significant offense. I'll take the over in that one. Moving on, number 9, Maryland plus 13 at Michigan State. I just get the vibe this Maryland team is going to hang around in East Lansing. Michigan State coming off that rough loss to Purdue. I think Michigan State wins this game, but Maryland has shown the ability to hang around in games. I'll take them plus 13. Number 10, App State minus 22.5 versus South Alabama. App State is just an auto bet at this point. They're an auto bet. Appalachian State and Boise State, these two teams, they're on such runs. It's unbelievable. Anytime you see App State, just bet them. It's crazy. App State, they crushed it last week. An easy cover at home against a bad South Alabama team. Yeah, minus 22.5. I don't care. Give me them. Moving on to number 11. Oh, yeah. You thought I wasn't going to do it. Ohio State minus 20 versus Purdue. Listen, guys. I'm telling you, people are going to be off of Ohio State. That line is way too big. This is when you take Ohio State. Vegas is begging people to bet Purdue. This line's probably going to go down to 19 or 18 if you want to get better value for Ohio State later in the week. But Ohio State and Ryan Day, I have confidence Ryan Day is going to start calling better plays. They're going to get this offense back in sync. They're going to get Trevion Henderson the ball. I'm expecting 200 plus rushing yards this week from Trevion Henderson. Purdue, I understand the whole thing. They've beaten two top 5 teams. They're a really good team. I think they're a top 15 team right now in college football. But Ohio State, the talent, the over, just everything, minus 20. I know it's a big number. I understand. This is an Ohio State team they haven't covered recently. They're due for a huge bounce back performance. Ohio State minus 20. Vegas is begging you to take Purdue, ladies and gentlemen. Don't fall for it. Do not fall for it. Ohio State minus 20. Number 12, Ole Miss plus 2.5 versus Texas A&M. I think Ole Miss wins this game outright. Texas A&M's offense does not impress me. I know you're going to come back and say, oh, they have a great defense. This is college football, folks. You need a good offense to win games. Ole Miss is at home plus 2.5. Matt Corral, I've said, I don't know how he's in the Heisman race, but he's still a decent quarterback. Texas A&M, the quarterback issues. I think their backup got injured. They scored 20 points last week. I know they only allowed 3. I understand they have a good defense. You need offense to win college football. Ole Miss is at home in this game. I think they went outright, but gave me them plus 2.5 in that one. 13, Kentucky minus 21 versus Vanderbilt. I was really surprised this game was only 21. Kentucky coming off a disappointing loss, but again, this Kentucky team can score points, and when you're facing a team like Vanderbilt and you see that big number, that 21, it just comes down to, can Kentucky get to 35 or 42? If they can get to 35 or 42, they're covering easily, because I don't see how Vanderbilt scores over 10 in this game at all, and I think they do. I have that much faith in Kentucky's offense against a historically bad Vanderbilt team, the second worst team in Power 5 behind only Kansas. That game I believe is in Vanderbilt, by the way. It's not at Kentucky. If it was at Kentucky, I think the spread would be like minus 25. So it's at Vanderbilt, but I still like Kentucky to cover the 21. Number 14, Air Force at Colorado State, the under 45. Close, low scoring. This game has 20 to 17 written all over it. We know Air Force. We know they like to run the ball. There's really the triple option. There's really no passing. Colorado State, these teams, they're conservative. They like running the ball. Under 45, this game, 20 to 17 written all over it. Maybe even 23 to 20. The under still hits there, by the way, because it's only 43. Give me the under 45. I thought the over-under on this game would have been like 42, and then I would have been like, ooh, I don't know. But you're giving me 45. Are you kidding me? These two teams ain't combining to score 45 points. Let's be real. Number 15, Arkansas at LSU, the over 59. I would say I also like Arkansas -2 in this game, but just give me the over. I don't have enough confidence in it. Arkansas LSU, it's a 7 o'clock game in Death Valley. You got KJ Jefferson, you got the LSU offense. I think these teams, there's really nothing to lose. They air it out. This is a 37-34 type game. It's going to be fun. It's nighttime in Death Valley. We know how these games go. Give me the over 59 in that one. Number 16, Texas -30 versus Kansas. This is one of those games where Vegas is trying to pump up the numbers because Texas has been so bad recently, but Kansas, oh my goodness. Kansas is so bad. Texas is at home. They have way more talent. To me, this is like a 52-7 type game. If I was Vegas, I would probably make it -33, so some people would throw money on Kansas. I know it's a huge number for a team that's struggling. Texas is struggling mightily. They just got blown out by Iowa State, but Kansas is so bad, and the number is just not big enough. They're going to win this game like 52-7. This is an easy bounce back spot for Texas. Not that they're going to want to run up the score, but it's like a game where you want to, get the offense together, get it cohesive, things like that. So give me Texas -30. Number 17, Washington State at Oregon. Way under 56.5. This is a close, low-scoring game. Oregon, this is the type of style they like to play with Anthony Brown. He struggles to throw the ball down the field. Washington State, they have been able to. Washington State's a real pass-heavy team. They like slinging the rock around a little bit, but the under in this one, I think Oregon wins this game, but it's closer, maybe like 27-17. Either way, 56.5 is a big number for these two teams, especially Oregon, a team that likes to run the ball. They like lower scoring games. That's how they want to play with their quarterback being as limited as he is. Number 18, Utah State at San Jose State, the under 56. San Jose State. I'll tell you what, San Jose State and Troy, they have two of the best defenses in college football. San Jose State, this is a no-fly zone. No-fly zone. Under 56, total lock, late night game. This might be around a 10 o'clock start, I think, San Jose State. I love this San Jose State team. Phenomenal. Give me the under 56. Number 19, Tulsa at Tulane. Oh, this was a one that I added late. Tulsa at Tulane, over 58. Two really bad teams who don't care. They're going to sling the rock around a little. I love the over. Tulsa, Tulane, two bad teams, but they can also score. Give me the over in that one. And then my last one, number 20, UNLV +3 versus Hawaii. I got to give some respect to UNLV. A shout out to UNLV. I correctly predicted they were going to get their first win last week. They get it. And you know what? This is a team, they've got some confidence now. You got Hawaii traveling. It's a far travel. Going to UNLV. I like UNLV in this one. Maybe we see a Tate Martell little sneak appearance, guest appearance there for UNLV. I'd like to see him get in the game. But ladies and gentlemen, there you can see some of my best bets for week number 11. It is getting cold outside. It's getting chilly. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of bets right there. But week number 11, we got, I believe, 3 weeks of the regular season left. So guys, enjoy these last 3 weeks of college football. Make sure you're following me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.